Today I'm going to go over a brief demonstration of how to install Team Industries wide ratio speed kit on the 2011 Polaris RZR. Just got to start by taking out both seats. Access panels next. Seat belt rack. This is the only one of these two fasteners that has to come out. So lift up and untuck. Now we'll just remove all the fasteners and the outer stock cover. Manipulate the stock cover off, it's tight. Loosen the stock primary bolt. 5/8 socket. Takes a 2-piece puller to remove the stock clutch. Insert the first stub. Tighten this till the clutch pops. Use the stock secondary is a 1/2 inch or inch. I'm going to show you how to install the weights and new primary spring and the components for your new primary clutch. The weights supplied in this kit are adjustable weights. There will be a setup sheet that's going to show you where exactly which washer and bolt will go depending on the application, but there will be an application chart sent in your weight kit when it comes for your particular vehicle. So first step, when you pull it out of the box, we just remove the first 6 screws out of the spring cap. For balance purposes, always pay close attention to the markings that are on the casting. Everything on our clutch is going to be identified for an X, and this is for balance purposes when it goes back together. But as you see again, and also down underneath, if you do have to take this apart for belt spacing, there is an X down inside as well. Once you've installed the proper weight for it, there's 2 washers that are also supplied for each weight pocket. Go ahead and start your weight pin, your first washer, and then your next weight. I'm going to grab a pick. Install your lock nut on it. This is just an 1/8 inch Allen and a 3/8 end wrench. until it's snug on the end of the threads. And repeat this for the next 2 steps. Next step is just to install the new spring that's supplied in the kit. And again, before you put the cap on, make sure that these 2 X's are in phase. And go ahead and start your 6 bolts. Tighten them up. Next step for this thing is to install black silicone for our outside sealer. This clutch package is a little bit wider, so we install a 1/2 inch wide spacer. And basically all I want to do is get a good Permatex, similar to this one. We're going to take it off, cut it at the 3rd notch on the cap. And we're going to put an even bead all the way around the surface right here. This is going to be just a brief picture of what it's going to look like in the vehicle. We also do supply new bolts for this kit that are longer, so we can get all the way through. And for cleanup, if you got any excess in here, this works well. Next step is install the new secondary. Go ahead and put our primary on quick. The other piece that's in with part of the kit is your alignment bar, and we want to double check this before we go ahead and snug everything up. This basically just lies across the 2 flats of the clutches and sits inside the primary clutch. Now if we're off at this point at all for shimming, just remove the secondary again, and there's some shims that are inside the kit that just slide on the shaft here and behind. Next we'll go ahead and install the belt. This is probably the easiest way to do it. Put it on the secondary first. Once you've got everything torqued back into spec, slide your spacer down inside. And finagle the cover back in. Make sure you use the new fasteners that are supplied in the kit for putting in your clutch cover. Slide your snorkel tube back on. tuck this little plate back underneath. Fastener back in. Put our seat belt power back in. Pause this one. Next step is to install our rear cab panel. Seat belts back in place. And put our seats back in.